The whirlwind of D'Angelo Russell's career continues as he finds himself traded yet again, and this time back to a familiar face. What does this mean for the Warriors, who once pinned their hopes on him? Stay tuned, because we've got the inside scoop on how this could affect Golden State's guard rotation and playoff aspirations. Don't forget to subscribe and smash that like button to keep up with all the latest Warriors news. The latest news on D'Angelo Russell's trade to the Brooklyn Nets has left many Golden State Warriors fans feeling anxious. This marks yet another chapter in the seemingly roundabout career of Russell, a player who has been both a bright spot and a source of frustration over the years. One has to wonder, is this a trend that Warriors fans should be concerned about? Having initially been drafted by the Los Angeles Lakers with the second overall pick in 2015, Russell's journey has taken him back to the Nets for a second time. It's a story filled with twists, and it all started when the Lakers traded him to Brooklyn back in 2017. Fast forward to now, and he's been traded back to the Nets after stints with the Timberwolves and the Warriors. This constant shifting raises the question, what is it about Russell that keeps leading teams to part ways with him? During his time with the Warriors, Russell averaged 23.6 points, 3.7 rebounds, and 6.2 assists. However, a lot of that production felt like empty calories, especially considering Klay Thompson was out for the entire season, and Stephen Curry only played 5 games during Russell's tenure. The Warriors posted an abysmal 8-25 record with Russell in the lineup. Now, as he heads back to Brooklyn, there's uncertainty about how much he'll even contribute to a Nets team that is in full rebuild mode. You have to wonder, what does this mean for the Warriors moving forward? With the recent acquisition of Dennis Schroeder and a crowded guard lineup that includes Curry, Buddy Hield, Brandon Podziemski, and Gary Payton III, Russell seems to be an unnecessary addition, even if he becomes a buyout option. The Warriors are looking to cement their status as contenders, and having too many guards could dilute their effectiveness on the court. I'm honestly torn about this situation. On one hand, Russell is a talented player with all-star pedigree. On the other, his past performances have been inconsistent, and it seems like the Warriors are better off focusing on building a cohesive unit rather than bringing in another player with a checkered history. The last thing we want is to see Russell bouncing around the league, playing for multiple teams without finding a true home, especially after the Warriors' tumultuous experience with him. And let's not overlook the emotional side of this. As fans, we invest so much into our teams and players. When a player like Russell, who has shown flashes of brilliance, comes and goes, it can feel frustrating. I can only imagine the conversations happening in living rooms across the Bay Area right now. How do we feel about this trade? Are we relieved to see him go? Or are we mourning the loss of a player who could have potentially thrived with the right support? So, I want to hear from you. What do you think about this latest development? Was trading for Russell back when we did a mistake? Or do you think there's still a chance he could have made an impact? Let's get the conversation going in the comments below. As we look ahead, it's essential to remember that every decision the Warriors make is crucial for their future. The front office has a tough job balancing talent, depth, and chemistry. So while Russell's trade might seem like a minor detail, it's part of a larger narrative that could shape the team's trajectory for years to come. The Golden State Warriors have made some significant moves this season, and as a passionate fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and caution about what these trades mean for our future. The recent acquisition of Dennis Schroeder and a protected second-round pick from the Brooklyn Nets in exchange for DeAnthony Melton and a few other assets shows that the Warriors are not just sitting back, but actively looking to strengthen their roster. This move, along with the addition of Dorian Finney-Smith and Shake Milton from the Nets, signals a clear strategy. Bolster our depth and versatility heading into the playoffs. Now let's break this down. Dennis Schroeder brings a wealth of experience and a proven ability to score, which can be crucial in tight playoff games. We've seen how he can change the tempo of a game with his speed and playmaking skills. Coupled with Finney-Smith's defensive prowess and Milton's sharp shooting, the Warriors are looking to create a more dynamic and balanced team. It's a strategic move that could pay off immensely as we gear up for the postseason. However, I can't help but wonder about the implications of these trades on our existing players. With the Warriors making these bold moves, What does it mean for our depth chart? Are we going to see some familiar faces potentially becoming expendable? That's the nature of the business, but it brings a bittersweet feeling. While we're bolstering our chances for a title run, we might also be saying goodbye to players who have been integral to our success. And speaking of integral players, let's talk about Nikola Vucevic from the Bulls. He's been lighting it up this season, averaging over 20 points and 10 rebounds. But with the Bulls reportedly looking to rebuild, it raises the question, could he be a target for us? Vucevic's experience and skill set would certainly fit into our system, and he could be a major asset in the front court. But with rumors swirling about the Bulls wanting a first-round pick in return, I have to ask, is that a price we're willing to pay? I'm honestly divided on this one. On one hand, we need a player of his caliber, but on the other, giving up more draft capital could hurt us in the long run. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Warriors have a championship window that we need to maximize. With the likes of Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green leading the charge, every move we make has to align with our goal of adding more banners to the rafters. The competition is fierce, especially with teams like the Lakers making headlines with their own trades. It's a reminder that while we are making strides, we can't afford to rest on our laurels. So, what's next for the Warriors? I think we're in a solid position, but we need to keep our eyes on the prize. The trades we've made are just the beginning. We need to ensure that chemistry builds among our new players while integrating them into our established system. The playoffs are a different beast, and having the right pieces in place is crucial. And you, what do you think? Are these moves going to elevate us to a championship contender, or do you feel there are better avenues we could explore? I want to hear your thoughts and frustrations down in the comments. Let's debate. As we look ahead, it's essential to remember that every decision counts. Every game, every trade, every moment could define our season. So let's stay engaged and support our team through the ups and downs. If you found this analysis insightful, don't forget to hit that like button, share it with fellow Warriors fans, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any essential updates. And hey, make sure to activate that notification bell to stay in the loop with everything Golden State. Let's keep the conversation going and rally behind our team as we chase that championship dream.